talk about cooperation, first of all, we have to understand that the way that the EU has been dealing with the word cooperation is completely different from what social movements or from more progressive forces in Latin America think of what cooperation is. If we see the current trade agreements, for example, they all have with the EU, like for example with Peru, with Chile, with Colombia, with Ecuador, what we see is that they all have a cooperation part as a pillar inside the trade agreements that are signed by the EU. But what we find there is an idea of cooperation as, for example, cooperation on universities and cooperation in education. So it's a very, let's say, very superficial way of understanding cooperation. I think that the relationship between the EU and Latin America should be completely changed, because right now it's based on corporate power. So probably what we should be seeing is a tendency, another way of understanding cooperation would be, is to have a tendency towards understanding trade as a way of understanding symmetric trade and not asymmetric as it is right now. I mean, Latin America and the European Union actually sustain relations that are completely asymmetrical, which means that while Mercosur or also these Andean countries, what we sell to European countries is especially natural resources products. So that is on the one hand, we have coffee, we have flowers, we have fish, we have meat, soy, oil, for example, and now lithium. These are new products for energy transition. And on the other hand, we have the European Union exporting to Latin American countries, especially all the products that are with high value added. So we have like medicines, vaccines, vessels, motors in general. So that is a very big difference, and that has nothing to do with cooperation. That is exactly just to make profit, and these trade relations should be reassessed in a way that goes more on protecting human rights, environmental rights, and labor rights also. Which nowadays, that is surely not the main purpose of the European Commission negotiations in any of the trade agreements that have been signed in the past and that have been renegotiated in the past years, like with Chile and Mexico, where we find the same profile of relationships. That is this idea of cooperation, just buy what we sell and we get what you do best, which is get these products from nature. So yeah, cooperation should be related to protecting human rights, environment, and also protecting labor rights.